She thought her wedding day would be the happiest day of her life, but she had no idea what was coming next. Before I tell you what happened, don't forget to like this video, follow, and comment more if you want more stories like this. Lisa had always been that girl who wanted everything to look perfect. From her secondary school days, she talked about having a fairy tale wedding, long gown, expensive decor, and a wedding hall filled with people gasping at her beauty. So when Brian finally proposed, she didn't want just a wedding, she wanted a show. Brian tried to be practical. "Lisa, let's do something small," he said one evening. "We can always have a big celebration later." But Lisa wasn't hearing any of it. "What will people say?" she argued. "Do you want them to think we're broke?" So the spending began. She booked the event hall on credit, promising to pay after the wedding. She ordered a 5-tiered wedding cake she couldn't afford, telling the baker, "My husband will settle you immediately after." Even the wedding gown was borrowed from a bridal shop, with a balance to be paid in installments. Lisa believed she had it all figured out. When guests started spraying money, she told her maid of honor confidently, "I'll use the cash they spray me to settle everyone that same night." The wedding day finally arrived. Everything was picture perfect. The chandeliers glowed, the hall smelled like roses, and Lisa looked stunning in her gown. Guests clapped, music filled the air, and phones flashed everywhere. She smiled proudly as she walked down the aisle, feeling like she had finally made it. But reality came crashing fast. When it was time for the dance, Lisa noticed something. Guests were spraying fewer notes than she expected. Some just watched and smiled. Others came mainly for the food and selfies. By the end of the night, she gathered the cash gifts and realized it wasn't even enough to cover the caterer's balance. Days later, the phone calls started pouring in. "Madam Lisa, please, when will you pay the remaining 150,000 naira for the food? The cake you ordered was damaged while returning. You have to pay extra." And then the bridal shop called. "The gown has a tear. You will pay double." Lisa was speechless. The wedding that was supposed to make her look rich now made her broke. Brian was furious. "Lisa, did we marry for show or for love? Look at the bills piling up." Lisa tried to stay calm, but inside she was breaking. Every day felt heavier. Debt collectors calling, vendors complaining, and friends who once hyped her wedding now ignoring her messages. One afternoon, she overheard 2 of her so-called friends gossiping. "Did you see Lisa's wedding? The food was good though, but abeg, the decoration didn't match the hype." The other laughed. "All that noise for a borrowed wedding. People shall like forming rich." That day, something in Lisa snapped. She realized that everyone she had tried to impress had moved on. The guests she cooked for, they went back to their lives. The ones who took pictures with her, they had already posted new selfies. Nobody cared anymore. She sat on her bed, looking at her wedding gown in the corner, now wrinkled and torn. The same gown that made her feel like a queen was now a painful reminder of how far she had gone just to be accepted. Tears rolled down her cheeks as she whispered, "All that stress just to prove a point to people who don't even remember me." Moral of the story: don't go broke trying to impress people who will forget you tomorrow. Weddings last a day, marriage lasts a lifetime. The peace you feel after the crowd is gone is worth more than any glamorous event.